Hi, my name is This is my Unit 4 presentation. It's August 25th, 2025. I'll be going over the review of gene therapy comes of age. So basically what this article is about, or what it covers, is the kind of transformation of gene therapy from about 50 years ago. Started off as a kind of hypothetical or theoretical idea to now today a tangible, possible curative therapy for mostly for cancer patients, but for other pathologies as well. So in early trials in the 90s, tried using retroviral and adeno-associated viral or AAV vectors. There were a lot of hurdles, mainly safety concerns, some mutations, immunologic reactions. So they had some issues early on, some setbacks. So some more research was done, and now the field has expanded quite a bit, and now we actually see gene therapy where, for example, in the CAR T therapy, where we've genetically engineered T cells as a form of cancer immunotherapy. So we've come a long way, and we've had a lot of recent advancements as far as using lentiviral vectors, AAV vectors, and as we talked about, CRISPR-Cas9 for gene editing or correcting gene sequences. So some of the data that is discussed is vector development and the application of these vectors. So they developed two vectors, as discussed, the lentiviral vectors and the AAV vectors. So the lentiviral vectors kind of allow for stable gene transfer into non-dividing cells, and they've seen uses in immunologic pathologies, hemoglobin pathologies, metabolic disorders, and then the AAV vectors have been successful in treating issues such as muscular atrophy or pathologies, hemophilic pathologies, or even inherited or congenital blindness. So they've had some clinical successes with the in vivo AAV therapy, and as I said, the CAR T cells, which is now an FDA-approved therapy, and then CRISPR-Cas9 for targeted gene sequence corrections. So had a lot of success. There were some challenges as far as the immune responses, regulatory hurdles with the FDA, and some toxicity risks. But overall, gene therapy has come a long way from a theory, from a hypothetical treatment, to now being clinically validated and used in patient treatment plans. It's transitioned from a sort of risky concept to a now clinically validated therapy. I think that this article is really interesting and huge. As I said in some previous discussions, I think gene therapy as a form of treatment could be a really great thing, as opposed to broad kind of shotgun treatments that can have adverse effects. Chemotherapy just on the patient's overall health, radiation, and potentially affecting healthy cells. Gene therapy offers a more targeted approach that will have less adverse effects for the patient. I think it's really exciting that it's no longer a theory, that it's actually a part of the conversation and has applications today. I think there will be big advancements in medicine as gene therapy is further researched and used for therapeutic treatment of other diseases and pathologies.